Welcome to my meal prep journey for 2024. I am intending to take 5 eating well meal plans and rotate them throughout the year and just cook through those meals as my meal plan this year. It won't be like an every week thing. That won't be like I do one and then I run right to the next one. There are going to be gaps in between them. But for the most part, that's my plan. For videos, my intention here is to give you roughly 3 10-minute videos every week so that you can see what I'm doing, how I'm going through the meal plans, what things I change about the meal plans, what things I love, what things I hate, and maybe just get hopefully a better feel for some tips and tricks that you can use to feed your family well. So, why are we bothering with meal plans and worrying about this stuff? For me, my top reason is because I want to feel good. I want to be healthy. When I worked in the hospital years ago, I saw people coming in with diabetes and they had like holes in their feet because their body could not heal itself because diabetes had just done so much damage. So I don't want that to happen to me. I recognized, I think in my late 20s, that I had a sugar addiction and was like, oh wow, I didn't expect that, but here we are. And so, just my journey to try and eat better kind of started there for me. I also want to keep weight off. I've had a couple kids and, I put on 30-ish pounds for each kid. And then to come back down to a normal weight in a healthy way that's a sustainable way is tough. And then it's also been really tough because then you're trying to feed those kids and you end up becoming the garbage disposal and or you're just exhausted or busy or whatever, and it can be really difficult to eat well. And so then, to keep your weight in a good place. So that kind of leads me to, kids and eating. Like some days it's easy and some days it feels like you can't get them to eat anything at all. And I would love to be able to just go to a fast food restaurant and just have somebody else do the thinking and the cooking and the cleanup and everything and just get my kids something from there. But I have become so disappointed with when we either get food to go, and have it brought home, or when we stop at a restaurant, we don't feel well. It's not satisfying. I don't even like doing it for the most part anymore because it's not fun. However, on the flip side, it's not always fun to try to get my kids to eat healthy food either. So finding that balance between offering healthy food and offering things they're actually going to eat, which is one of the many amazing battles we have in our society, that we have so much food and so easily acquired that our kids actually can be picky eaters. It's amazing. We're on the topic of why bother doing this meal prep journey. And so we've talked about sugar addictions, food addictions, however you want to say that. We've mentioned, weight problems, health concerns, and then battling kids and food and eating and all that stuff. So that's one reason. Another big reason for me is that I would like to set my kids up for success in this area. I've seen the struggles that I've had to try to eat well and to kind of overcome some of the bad relationships and misunderstandings I had with food and about food. And I want to give my kids the best tools I can to eat to live rather than living to eat. So we talked about why bother, and now we can talk about why me. I mentioned a little bit of my journey to this point already. We also have, my husband really likes food and likes cooking, and he does a lot of research about things. We've also kind of, between us, gone through a bunch of dietary changes related to GERD, IBS, cholesterol. We've done low FODMAP, we've done gluten-free. We tend to come back to a Mediterranean diet again and again. That seems to just be, for us, the best overall mix of everything. And then my journey actually started when I had a family member who had allergies, and so I started to try cooking differently to facilitate still being able to include that person in like family meals. One of our goals is to try and decrease the medications that we are taking. And so eating well is a big step for us in that direction. I would like to just mention that I will talk about using food as medicine. There is, I believe, an entire movement for food as medicine. I have not gotten to that yet. And there's a lot there that I am unaware of. So when I say food as medicine, I simply mean I want to use food as my primary way to stay healthy as opposed to using drugs. But I think there's much more out there in the food as medicine category that I am very unaware of and not intending to refer to here. All right, and so the last piece then for the why me is my kids. So just trying to inspire you that you can cook at home even when you're ridiculously busy. And that with a little bit of planning and some learned flexibility, you really can eat very well. And it may take some time, it may take some adjustment. There may be days that you just give up for that day, and that's okay. I want to, again, just inspire you to continue in that direction, that eating well is a worthwhile goal. It's worthwhile for you, it's worthwhile for your family. And so hopefully, as you kind of listen to me fumble through the different meal plans and the cooking things that we do, hopefully it will inspire you in your own strategies and tools and journey to eating well and being healthy.